Yeah, very comfortable.
I explained yesterday, and it's not about me being a doctor or whatever. I need the science to be able to understand, and you come to me because you want the best. That's why people come.
So I expect to give you for the quality. So you don't have bad feet to start. It's a good point.
Very good fatty cushions, which is not always the case. You know, when girls are very skinny and the type of profile you have, normally you have less, often they have less fatty cushions. That's a good one, you see, because of the bone, for example, is here, and you have like easily 2 centimeters of fat for absorption. And you have the same thing here and on the front. So it's one of the reasons you don't have more calluses regarding the fact you wear a lot of heels. Heels start at 6 centimeters.
Yeah.
Above 6, you put all the weight on the front part of your feet, and then you are creating like damage because you block the feet. Up to 6, you will be at a maximum of tensions, but models often have horrible feet because you know, all the Greek profile, all these long legs.
Yeah.
When they have long legs, they have long toes. They cannot fit in the shoes.
Yeah.
So it's very common that this type of profile will have bad feet. Women get corns, for example, on their toes, because you see, I can feel the toes getting like that. Then you can see already the frictions coming here.
Yeah.
So, and that frictions over time, by doing this movement, a corn there. The way you save the corn is you have to take it out, but after you need to pinch and roll the skin. Because the skin, over time, when the corns grow, it will impose the skin to go deeper and catch the bone because of the pressure. But it will be like that all. Happen nails. When you think nails, you have to think 4 different parts. The nails, the bed of the nails, which is under the nails, where the nails attached, it's a specific skin. The matrix, the foundation of the nails, which is under the skin, and then the cuticles. Cuticle is very important because if you imagine your nails growing out of your body, it's an open door for germs if you don't have a cuticles.
Yeah.
By pushing too much or cutting too much the cuticle, you have an open door for germs, or you create an inflammation. So it's very important that you always keep, in your case, I have to say, they are not bad at all, you see.
Oh,
it's a little bit bumpy, you see the bump here? I like it a little bit more flat, but they are not in bad shape at all for the cuticles. Peeling is the most dangerous one because it's a cream who burns the skin. And people often use peeling cream as a foot cream, and they burn their skin. So you have to be very, very precise when you want to do peelings, to apply it only on the place where you need it.
Okay.
That's a very important aspect. I will take off the varnish and we will get your nails naked. What's happened is, if you want to do abrasions, it's very important that you keep your feet in water for at least 10 minutes in hot water. Oil, petal, roses, salt, I don't care. Yeah. It's really the water, hot water will do the job. Okay. And then you file, but you file as soft as that.
Oh wow, I'm used to like,
Yes.
Yeah.
So 2 problems. One, you burn the skin.
Yeah.
It's the frictions make it warm, and burn, and as a reaction you build the calluses. Number 2, by going deep into your skin, you abuse the elasticity of the skin, which as a result, you have no more elasticity. And that is the key element of the skin. Elasticity and dependency to be able to have protections. And in your case, you even have a bonus. When I pinch the skin, you see how thick it is?
Yeah.
You still have the baby fat under your skin to help to protect.
Okay,
so that's fantastic. It's you have an amazing skin. And I'm not sending flowers, it's just thanks to parents. When I say amazing, it's independency. You see I can easily lift up the skin from the bone, from the tendon. Skin is a glove to protect our body. You see all these whiteness are the fact they have nothing to do with calcium. The nails are like layers of hair compacted together, and the fact you put varnish constantly, as you mentioned, it's a plastic, so it's occlusive, and it will dry the nails. And nails will separate and create space in between layers, and that's the white spot. So that's nothing to do with calcium. There is no calcium in nails. And layers of nails are glued together with zinc. So nothing to do with calcium. So what I will do, I will drill the nails. I have a very specific dentist drill, 30,000 turns in 1 minute. It's a little bit scary,
Oh, wow.
but there's no pain. And it will clean the top layer of your nails. So that's the first layers. I will use 4 layers, finer than finer, to be able to restore like a perfect smooth aspect. It's a treatment on nails. Pedicure. I will cure the nails, I will cure the skin, and I will restore beautiful mobility of your feet. The second drill is made out of diamond dust, so it's a little bit thinner in terms of the grain, and it will allow me to redraw the nails on the side, you know, to clean all the dead skin that you have. Okay, so you can every 4 weeks?
Every 4 weeks.
That's the regular treatment. You can paint your nails all your life. As soon as you give them a break every 3 days, you take off the varnish, you put some oil to help the nails to be moisturized, and then it's fine. So I like to make the nails square, and then I would gently make the corner round. So it's a 4-step abrasions, but also respecting the thickness of the nails. I don't want to go too deep into the nails. When I relaunched the concept of buffing 20 years ago, everybody started to do buffing.
Yeah.
And by over buffing, they reduced the nails to a point the nails break.
Yeah.
So a lot of beauty journalists or clients were complaining about the concept of buffing. Fantastic little instruments here. It's a curved blade that I developed, which will help me to clean the side of the nails. And then between the nails and the skin here, you have a lot of dead skin, and that's nothing to do with cuticle. So all of that need to be pulled out. So chamois leather. So chamois leather will have no aggressions, and it will help me to restore your nails into beautiful diamonds. And that is the true French pedicure. Like you know, when they have these white lines being far more intense. That's a fantastic product for nails and cuticles. And it can help to slow down the inflammations. So hold the redness, the fact I clean the nails, and I would just put a little bit more, realize that. It's a fantastic product.
Yeah, I need
Okay, so I'm finished with the nails. I do mask, which will help to penetrate into the nails. As I mentioned, zinc.
Can you see my toenails?
Things will make the nails stronger. And I will start the skin surface number 2. So I won't use water, as I mentioned. I have this little blade, and I will clean everything which need to be cleaned out of the calluses. And no pain.
Yeah. No.
Because I'm going like very, very fine layers of calluses. I'm not taking off a big piece, you know. I would prefer to come 10 times, 20 times, 100 times than going once deep, you know, so that way I can really control the progressions of I'm changing the instruments to be able to clean inside. You know. Just a bit lower.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see the difference? It's like a Veruca would have like a little head, will go deeper, and little telangiectasie, it's called, like little things. Because I can see the fatty cushions is there. You feel it to be over there. So you need to massage. So now you ask your spot to massage your feet and to bring it down.
Okay.
And play with your toes. Because now they are still mobile. Tomorrow they will be locked. And that will be something different. blood circulations. Feet are the foundation of the body, but also the pump for the blood circulation. 45% of your blood is in your legs, so you help the blood circulations. And more precisely, elasticity of the skin and repumping the fatty cushions. So it's a 5-point massage. So it's not just reflexology, it's far more intense in terms of the technicity, but in the same time, I will put down the back and we put down the light, and most of people sleep. You know.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I want to push these fatty cushions down. That's what I'm doing now. The skin is amazing. The lifetime of the skin is only 3 weeks. 3 weeks time, the whole body will have a new skin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
80% of the dust on your bedside table is dead cells.
Yeah.
So you are peeling all the time.
Yeah.
Exchange of hair goes through the nails. As the nails are porous, the oxygen is coming, the dioxide of carbon is coming out of the skin. But when you cover it with plastic, that gets trapped into the nails.
Yeah.
That's also damaging the nails. That's why you have all this whiteness, you know, because it damaged the nails. So keep in mind, you can paint your nails all the time. You have to change the color every 3 days.
Okay.
To be able to give a break, moisturize the nails like you would do on your skin with the makeup, and then you can paint again.
Okay.
Give it a night free every 3 days, then you have baby feet, baby good nails for the rest of your life. And all the whiteness we clean will never come back.
Oh wow.
So what do you think?
Maybe I'll have to book in every 3 weeks rather than 4, just because of the growth.
Okay.
'Cause
I mean, normally I make them a little bit shorter, but as I understand, you love beauty and you do
Yeah.
makeup and you do. Normally I will make them a little bit shorter.
No, this length is perfect.
Yeah. So and as a tips, at the end of the bath, as you're having bath, take an old electric toothbrush.
Yeah.
And you brush the side of the nails.
With an electric toothbrush.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
I
it's
like
like flossing the teeth. It will clean the side of the nails. Then you put a little bit of oil and you massage out. Never touch the cuticle, just moisturize and clean the side of the nails. And you see the product in less like an hour, we can restore completely like something soft. The bump will go down thanks to arnica. So what I do now, I will go up to my room because talcum powder is an old way of protecting the skin, so it's a fantastic powder. Extremely thin, so there is no and if you smell, it's sage and cypress. But you see the quality of the powder is the thinness, and it's so thin that you don't even see it.
I love it.
So it's covering the skin, even if you don't have any inflammations, it's still creating like a layers of protection. The way you take care of your skin when you have by yourself, you have to do a scrub, but at the end of the bath.
Okay.
If you just have a shower, you stand on your feet, so the water will never penetrate the calluses because you stand on the feet. When you're in the bath, it's really like going into the calluses. It takes 10 minutes normally for the water to penetrate the calluses, and very lightly with the scrub, like when you have a file, if you want to do it with a file, you have to do it to a way that you do not move the skin. So you have to do it with a big grain, because people think it's good to have thin. It's not, and you just do it like that. And that will be enough to catch the dead skin. You can even do it with your nails, you see. But that's how better a scrub, because a body scrub you will massage. And by massaging, you will also do like an elasticity help, for the skin. Because when you massage, it's helps the skins to get elastic and soft. Bath time.
No tools, just
The tools were very good tools. It's a Dr. Scholl drills, wet and dry. It's like a little drilling machine. It's blue. It's rechargeable. You can use it in the bath. It's turning, and as soon as you go too deep, it stops turning. There's not enough powers, but enough to let on the surface the machines do the job.
Okay.
Very good. So that's one thing. After, the second thing for the nails, on the side of the nails, you can use an old electric toothbrush.
Okay.
It will help to pull out. You do nothing. You make the brush turns. It will pull out all the dead skin. It's like flossing the teeth.
Okay.
I want to see nothing between the nails and the skin over there.
Okay.
And then at the end of the showers, you dry your toenails. As much as when you wash your hand, you dry your fingernails.
Yeah.
Because nails are porous, so the water go in. So it's very important to dry. And you put a little drop of oil. And I bring you one oil to try. It's my girly product. It's pink and sugary. It's an unguent. It's what I use on your toenails. You can also use it on your fingernails. And so that's something you can use two different ways. One little drops and you do a light massage, or a bigger drop as a mask.
So how much would I take?
So you will do one little drop like that, and you will rub it in all around. So now you have varnish, so it won't be very efficient because varnish is occlusive, it's like a plastic, but it's also good for the skin around the nails. You see, so that's okay. And you massage it in. But you see, when I do it, I never push the cuticle. I massage the cuticle to make it soft. So very important. And if you smell, you will see it's sugary.
Yeah.
It's raspberries. That's my favorite fruit.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But always natural. So that's for toenails as much as fingernails. Arnica will help to slow down the inflammations you have, and especially when you have these bumps by too much pushing of cuticles.
Yeah.
Very efficient product. Then you have the foot cream. Foot cream is every night. As I say, you eat, you brush your teeth. you want to massage on heels and you want to have perfect fit, 20 seconds on each foot.
20 seconds on
No
each.
more. The good things with that cream, it's very rich and full of water, but with a very strong active to help it to penetrate deep into the layers.
Because the most interesting thing that you told me is that the feet are 7 times
Thicker than your face. The skin on the
Yeah.
feet is, because you're on the feet, so the friction is So what I've also done with that cream, I make it a little bit like waxy, not with elements, but the idea is more you applied it, more you have it. So it's
Yeah.
like you have to massage, and that's what I want. And what I want you to massage is these fatty cushions you have under the feet,
Yeah.
to really bring them back down to the toes.
Have they raised up from wearing
Yes,
high heels?
from too much pressure, it slide under the toes. When women wear heels, the toes getting up, there's a space, and the pressure here will push the fatty cushion in that space because there's emptiness, so it will go there. So that is every night. I did a tube, so as you're traveling, you have no excuse. And heels, I created this talcum powder, a very light product.
So pretty.
Yeah, and it's
love the
absorbing. It's like I dress him up a little bit, I put him a tassel. Very thin powder, the thinnest powder on the market. It's what I call my invisible socks. And sage and cypress, two beautiful essential oil to clean, and also to. And what is interesting is the finesse of the powder. So when you applied it on your feet, it's covering, but in the same time it will not dry. And everywhere you have joints which can be inflamed, the redness due to the shoes, the pointy shoes, or it will help to slow down the frictions. Night, that's in the morning, before you put your shoes on.
Okay.
And then I did like what make me famous. It's a reproduction of my great grand buffer. It's I think beauty is a treatment, beauty is cosmetic, but it's also an object, and it's a chamois leather, and it's an object of beauty to buff the nails. That's it.
Well, obviously, I've got to take these off.
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna
have
go
to.
all natural now. You've converted
I don't
me.
mind makeup, but not full times.
I love it that you call nail polish makeup because it is.
But it is. It's
Yeah.
you put color on your face, you put color on your nails. How long do you keep your makeup on your face?
Oh my God, I've never slept with makeup on.
And how long do you keep makeup on your fingernails or toenails?
2 weeks.
Even more sometimes.
Yeah.
Every 3 days for me, maximum is 3 days, because the colors will start to burn the nails. And many women out of the 67,000 pedicure we did last year.
67,000 pedicures last year.
A lot of nails and calluses,
Yeah. Oh my God.
collected. It's 92% of women will stop painting their nails after. Because they paint their
Wow.
nails because they don't have nice nails. And there's no alternatives. So when you look at your nails now, and you will look at yes,
Yeah.
dry them at the end of the day, at the end of the showers, to make sure they are very nice,
Yeah.
to dry also the nails, and keep the buff. Yeah.
So when do I do the buff?
You do it whenever you want. You're boring, you're in the car, you're waiting for a friend in the bar, and then you can do it.
Oh my God, this is going to be permanently in my car. Do you know
Yes.
how much time I spend in the car?
I know, that's why I mentioned. So that's an object of beauty. And it's exactly the same as my great-grandmother.
Stunning.
Her used to be mother of pearls, never found such a big piece nowadays, so I reproduce it in home.
You taught me yesterday, which I thought was really interesting, is you were talking about with your shoes to change them
I change my shoes half a day.
half a day.
For men's, and then the shoes keep perfect forever. Because the transpirations and the humidity and the forms of the feet will destroy the leather. If you change it half of the day, you don't have time.
Yeah.
Like I will change my shoes later on, for 2 p.m. I will have a new pair of shoes. And then my shoes, like these shoes, you will never believe they are like 5 years old. No,
No, they're immaculate.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
because I changed them. I travel with 3 pairs. It's the way it's the
Yeah.
way I do, and it's the way I've been taught how to do it, And I have also the magic cream, because the buffer comes with this abrasion cream I use. So if you try tonight with the toothbrush, you will see there's a little grain.
So this one's like the exfoliant.
Yes, the exfoliant. You don't need it a lot.
Yeah.
You need a little drops, but what you need is to really buff with the chamois.